Knott, thanks for taking the time, and congratulations. You defeated the former Air Force Falcon coach Omar El-Jaziri and Duke. The men did, at least. Brandeis, Johns Hopkins, all the teams that were out there. Your assessment of both teams' performances this past weekend?
Well, the men really just went out and fought their hearts out. So I think we actually started off a little bit rough with Brandeis. Both epee and foil didn't do their as they expected, since we fenced them earlier at the Western, and both squads handily defeated Brandeis, but we were coming from behind, and our Sabre squad really just stepped right up and carried the team to that win, which was really, really fun to watch. It was amazing to see their energy. And the next bout against Johns Hopkins, the men were like, we need to take this serious. This is a Div 3 program, but we are a Div 1 program, and we're going to prove it to them. So they all went out and fought really, really hard against them. And coming into Duke, we were full of energy. There was definitely feelings from some of the athletes. They were like, we need to show Coach that we are so powerful still. And they really brought the fight and the will and so much teamsmanship and heart. So I was really proud of them.
Did you? I'm assuming some of them talked to Omar. Was Omar cordial in defeat?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, very respectful.
Of course, you wouldn't expect anything else. Who stood out for you? Let's start on the ladies' side. Who do you think performed really well?
On the women's side, we had obviously our captain Josie Ratzlaff on epee. She is a steady rock and doing really well, and also guiding her freshmen and the underclassmen with her to have a steady performance. And I think especially we had a little bit of a rough start in the morning as well for the women. But even though we did end up losing to Duke, there was still a lot of fight and grit among that squad. And for women's foil, Shannon Liu, who's a sophomore, went 9-0 throughout the day. She was moving and listening and really, really took off performance-wise.
Yeah. And then on the men's side, lots of standouts as well.
That's right. Yes, we had Omar Amara on epee, who pulled out a lot of wins, very steady, and I think one of the things that makes him also steady is his teammate Russell Cha, who's a senior, really helps him and helps guide him. On the Sabre side, Mac really did phenomenally against especially Brandeis, and I think he was the first bout too for men's Sabre after we were coming and losing, and he just, I think, really upstarted the energy for that men's Sabre squad. And then for men's foil, Raphael Lee did really well, I think 7-2. And same thing with Jack Griffith. So he was doing really well. There was maybe one contentious call that affected his record, but otherwise he was really working. So.
That's awesome. Junior Olympics this weekend. Obviously, if you're over 20, you can't compete in that, but you'll have lots of fencers there. What do you tell the fencers? How important is that compared to, say, collegiate fencing?
I mean, I think both of them are equally important. JOs really gives us an opportunity just to fence a wider variety of fencers, and in a completely different format too. It's all individual. So, and even the bouting style is different. You have a pool, and you go into DEs. But I think it's an amazing opportunity for them to compete. And I guess it also, even though it is national, it does contribute to their ranking for the NCAA.
Awesome. Adi, thanks for the time and appreciate it. We'll see you soon.
Great. Thank you very much.